My name is Michele Mahoney. I'm 26 years old, and I was at the finish line of the Boston Marathon. My best friend, Erin, was running, and I was with my roommate, Remy, and I was with Erin's boyfriend, Jeff. We were right in front of Marathon Sports, and Remy moved farther to our left, and then Jeff and I stayed together. And I said, I'm just gonna take a step forward and just see if we don't miss her, have the sign ready, she's gonna be coming any second. Next thing I know, I just heard this loud bang. I don't remember falling to the ground. I remember just coming to and realizing that I'm in pain. It was like everything was almost happening in slow motion. And then once I saw Jeff, it kind of became real time again. And I started to hear some more of what was going on, the screaming, the chaos. And Jeff and I just had a moment where we just looked at each other, and I noticed his injuries before the extent of my own. And he was about to say to me, "Michele, don't move, your legs don't look good." And then realized his own injuries as well from the look of shock on my face. They put us in the ambulance, and I just remember that they just kept asking the dispatcher, "Where should we take them? We have 2 people here, where should we take them?" And it was just complete silence. I remember being scared at that point, not knowing what was going to happen or how fast things were going to happen. And then through the radio silence, someone said, "Take him to Beth Israel Deaconess." And looking back, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me that day.
The first time that I saw Michele's wounds, I just broke down. I kept saying, "I don't want to cry. This isn't about me. This is about Michele." And then one of the surgeons came over and he hugged me and he said, "This is about you too. It's okay. It's gonna be okay." And he starts crying along with me. And I just, at that moment, I realized these people really care about her. They really do.
I just remember I was going into my second surgery. We were all waiting in pre-op, and I just looked down at my hands, and they were still just covered in blood, and there was blood and dirt underneath my fingernails, and I just was uncomfortable with it. And I said to one of the nurses, I said, "Can you clean my hands?" And she was like, "Yeah, I can clean your hands." And she went and got a toothbrush and one of those little pink buckets and sat with a toothbrush and just washed out all that debris, blood, dirt, everything out from underneath my fingernails just to make me more comfortable with it. And then I woke up from surgery that day, and one of the other nurses in post-op came to me and said, "The nurse that washed your hands wanted you to have this," and it was nail polish that she had gone out and bought for me while I was in surgery so that I could paint my nails, which I then painted my nails, my toes, and everyone was always commenting on how I had my manicures done while I was in the hospital. So, I mean, things like that that are just so easy to see are above and beyond.
We could never say thank you enough. Thank you doesn't cover it. We appreciate every person, because everybody had something to do with the care of somebody that came through the doors that day.
I think it's so important to have a medical facility that can do this, that can take care of people medically and can take care of them emotionally, and can have so many people that are committed to doing that, that come in every single day and go above and beyond. We could see that, my family and I could see that from being at Beth Israel Deaconess, that every single person there cares, every single person there loves being there. I went through the worst experience of my life and went to a place where instantly I felt like that was home. This was family, and they were gonna take care of me. And it doesn't, it takes an entire organization, an entire institution to have those values, to have that mission, and to really carry that out. I mean, there's nothing that I can imagine supporting more than getting behind making people feel the way that I felt when I was there, getting the care that I got while I was there. They saved my legs, they saved my life in a lot of ways, and I just can't imagine any other place that I would rather have been for that experience.